Hi friends, welcome to the video. My previous video was uploaded after, but filmed before the election. Today is the 7th, so directly after. It sucks, you know, it really sucks. I'm not gonna talk about it too much. I know that I have been really looking for an escape and I cannot find anywhere that is not talking about this, so I'm not gonna harp on it too much. It's hard not to acknowledge it though, you know, it really sucks. And I have been just like at a loss for words for the past few days. But you know, I just wanna say, take whatever time you need and then we gotta get back up, you know. I have faith that people are good and I have no doubt that we're all gonna do what we can to continue fighting to make the world a happier, healthier, safer place. I know that we got this, we got this. But yeah, okay, let's talk about today's video because you know, okay. I don't have it with me. I've taken it home because I love looking at it so much. I recently did a self-portrait of me as an old photo of me as a child, and there were a couple of options. You guys voted for a specific one, and I see why you wanted that one so badly, but there was another one that I really liked, and we're painting that one today. This is out of frame, whatever. We did the Zorn painting last time, but I did a modified Zorn. I added a cad yellow because I really missed the warmth. And as I was painting that painting and I was using that palette, I was like, I really, you know, this painting is really warm, and I can tell that there's no blue in this palette, and I kind of wonder what it would be like to do the same thing but add a blue. And that's what we're doing. This is the Zorn palette, ivory white, ivory black, titanium white, cad red, and yellow ochre. And we're gonna add manganese blue. It's just like a light blue color. And we're painting the other photo that I wanted to paint, and I'm genuinely so excited. Loved the way the last one turned out. I've been really, really enjoying looking at it, and I really feel like this is what I want to be doing right now in art, is this stuff. I'm really excited to get to do another oil painting and just zone out and paint. And this is relevant research to some stuff that I want to be doing soon. We're going to talk about it in another video very soon, so I won't get into it now, but just so much about today is going to be very exciting and fun. So without further ado, let me thank my patrons. Without further ado, let me thank my patrons. Your names are on screen. Thank you so much for your support. You're amazing. Check out my Patreon. We do fun exclusive stuff over there every month. And also I recently added a secret Patreon shop. So anyone of any tier on Patreon can look back at previous rewards and buy them separately, individually. So if you are not subscribed to the higher tier or you weren't around when a reward came out, you can now get those individually. So go check that out. Now let's get painting. Let's go, let's go. So as you will find out again at the end of this video, I got sick at the end of this painting, and I am sick right now. My throat is incredibly sore and it hurts very badly, and because of that I don't want to do a really long voiceover. So I'm gonna get straight to the point with this voiceover and tell you the stuff that I think is most important for you to know, and then for the rest of the video it's just gonna be music. Feel free to mute this video once I'm done talking and, you know, maybe listen to an audiobook or your own music, or feel free to just keep this video going as is. That's fine. Whatever you want to do, whatever will be most enjoyable for you. Just watch out because, like always, there is a mid-painting check-in where I will be talking to you again, so watch out for that. Okay, first let's talk about the process. It was hard. It was hard. I struggled a lot with this painting, especially because I was comparing it to the very recent success of the last painting. I think from the start, this painting was going to be harder. My face does look weird in it. You know, I'm in the middle of taking a bite, so it's also a head-on shot, which is always going to be harder to get right than a profile because we've got a lot more proportions and facial features to keep track of. So I'm not surprised that this was harder. The other piece it really was a wonderful composition in every possible way, and so it was just really easy for that painting to be really good. So yeah, I wasn't, from the beginning, I didn't expect this one to be as pretty or as nice as the last one. The end of day 1 of the first painting, I really, really loved it. I thought it looked pretty much like a complete painting. I was very happy with it. At the end of day 1 for this painting, I was really worried that I was going to end up with a very bad painting. It looked weird and wonky. I had struggled to get into the zone for the entire first day of painting. For the second day, a lot of those struggles continued. It was definitely an easier second day. I was liking it better. I was more in the zone. I was enjoying myself more. But I will say that I still think like something is off about this painting. At no point did I feel like it was right. It always felt like there was something off. I'm not sure if it's the anatomy, maybe something is in the wrong spot or got moved over. I have no idea what it is. If you have any ideas as to what is feeling so off about this painting, please let me know. I can see that I made myself much more tan in this painting than I am in the photo. I'm very pale in the photo, and that does not surprise me at all. I'm very much one for punching up saturation and exaggerating color, so as I was probably punching up the undertones and like the blush of my cheek to make it not look so stand out so weirdly, I probably did give myself a bit more of a tan to kind of compensate for that. So it's not a shock to me. I think that's very on par with how I do color in all of my coloring processes. So I don't think that's what's making me feel off about the piece. I don't think that's what's throwing me off. That looks very normal to me. Within context of the painting, it makes sense. That's not what's off. Besides that, if you can see anything that's like really weird, maybe it's skewed, I don't know, let me know. Overall, in terms of process, it was a subpar painting, but nothing I can truly complain about. I had a good enough time. So let's talk about the modified palette. Just to recap, this is a Zorn palette, which generally has ivory black, titanium white, alizarin crimson or cadmium red, and yellow ochre. I previously did a painting where I switched out, or I added cadmium yellow, and I really enjoyed that, but I thought it was too warm, so I wanted to try a cool version. So this time I did the original 4 colors, black, white, yellow, red, and I added a blue. So I think this palette was far less pretty and desirable to me than the previous modified Zorn with the cad yellow. I did like the blue. I thought it was pretty while painting, and I think it's pretty afterwards as well. I think the palette looks cohesive as a final product. The palette doesn't look too warm or too cool, whereas the last painting had the problem of being just way too warm. This palette has a great balance, it feels really nice, and besides the usual struggle of making pretty oranges that I already knew to expect that, I knew that would be a problem, besides that, I had no issues mixing colors. I think it was an incredibly useful palette. If you're someone who you like the idea of a limited palette but you don't want to do red, yellow, blue, I think this works. I think this is a really good versatile palette. Whereas the normal Zorn palette uses black to mix blues and greens, this time I really only use the black to darken colors. Even then, because this painting is very, very light, I didn't really need it. And so I'm not sure how actually useful it was. For this painting, I probably could have gone without it. But I don't think that this painting is enough to deem the black entirely useless on this palette all the time. Besides the black, I think every color was used a lot, definitely came in handy. The red, yellow ochre, and blue were really important components to the palette. However, it just wasn't as pretty as the previous palette. My heart wasn't connecting to it as much. Even with the very nice and cohesive results of the final painting, I see it and I'm just not wowed. I'm not impressed. No color is jumping off the canvas to me, nothing is calling to me, nothing is really drawing my eye or shoving itself in my face. This palette also lacks a lot of contrast, which I didn't really see until afterwards, but the previous painting, there are a lot of places that really draw your eye, whether it's a splotch of really saturated color or a really big highlight. This doesn't have that. The red and the orange in the other painting really stand out, and here, no color is really standing out at all. I purposely tried to ham up areas of blue and use it in the face and hands and hair to really lean into the cool palette and to have some striking saturation somewhere, but it just doesn't have that same impact as the warmth and liveliness I felt with the cad yellow palette. I like the usefulness of the blue, but I'm not sure it was such a valuable addition that I couldn't go without it. Picking between the two modified Zorn palettes, I would definitely go with the cad yellow edition. Using it again, I think I would try to lean more on that ivory black and emphasize coolness where I could to tamp down that overwhelming warmth effect. I think this palette was pretty and soft and nice, but for me personally, it just doesn't feel as alive and beautiful. One final thing that's important for you to know. In the outro, you're going to hear me call doing the hair as one of my favorite parts of the painting. And if you know me, you know that one of the things I absolutely hate doing is hair, whether drawing, painting, whatever. but I've been really finding that I'm loving painting hair in oil specifically straight hair. It's a lot easier to do. This is the easiest hair has ever been to do in art, and because my hair is so blonde, it has been really fun. So you might hear me say that and think like, what, she's lying. But in this instance, doing oil painting, hair is fun. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I need to go rest my throat because I'm really fighting off a cough right now. Enjoy some music while you watch the rest of the painting process. We are on day 2. We're doing the mid-painting check-in. Listen. First of all, yesterday I had a limited amount of time to paint. Today I have a limited amount of time to paint. This might be a 3-day painting. That's fine if that's the case. It's not going as well as the last one. It's not as easy and it's not looking as good. I'm liking the palette so far. Definitely having troubles with the oranges, but I knew I would going in, so it's not really a problem. There's a lot of fabric, which I don't like doing. Honestly, there's something about it that's kind of cute right now. Like, it does look like stylistic right now, I think, but it's looking rough. I don't know. I was definitely struggling. I was definitely struggling. I do like the blue. I don't like the sweatshirt. I don't know. I think it's gonna be rough today. I'm really gonna try to lock in. I was struggling to lock in yesterday. I don't really have much to say. I left a little bit down here blank, but otherwise the canvas is covered. I don't know, like, it's fine. It's fine. I think I'm basically gonna be doing, I mean, the hair, I think the base of the hair is fine, but I think a lot of this face specifically is gonna be redone. And I think the sweatshirt is gonna be pretty redone, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's get painting because I don't have a lot of time.
Search the light, find a way. I'm so confused right now, baby. Didn't work for us, didn't work for us. And I guess it's over now, baby. Didn't work for us, didn't work for us. I guess it didn't work for us. Something wasn't right, I know. Let's just wrap it up. You couldn't get enough. Seize the day, take your time, find a way. Sleep at night, search the light, find a way. I'm so confused right now, baby. Didn't work for us, didn't work for us. And I guess it's over now, baby. Didn't work for us, didn't work for us.
we're cutting the video short. It's been a couple of days. I got sick. I got sick on Saturday. It's now Tuesday. I have a chest cold. I have not had a chest cold in the entire time that I remember my life. This is my first time being a conscious human having a chest cold, and I gotta say, it's not bad. I can breathe out of my nose, and I love that. However, I did have absolutely no energy. Even now, I feel like my head is like swimming. I feel like I could pass out. I have also hit like the deadline. Like I need to have this video done by today. So you're not gonna see this is where we're ending it, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I have a feeling I will not be finishing the painting. It's fine, it's okay. I don't know, I really struggled with it. It's not nearly, I don't know. It's been a difficult process from the beginning. It wasn't just happening as smoothly as I would have liked. And there's something just like really off about it. I think I must have gotten some of the anatomy wrong. I can't put my finger on it, but no matter what I've done, it just looks really weird to me. I got to test out the color palette, which is great. That was a really important part of this process. And I did have fun. I got to do all the fun parts. I did the hair and the face, and I will be stopping before I have to finish the sweatshirt, and that was my least favorite part. So I got out of it what I wanted to get out of it. But yeah, don't be surprised if I never ever finish this painting. You know, they can't all be winners. I can't be good at everything every time. They can't all be winners, and that's okay. It's okay if this painting is a flop. Also, with the amount of time that I lost, there is a painting that is going to take much higher priority. It has a very real deadline, and it has a very real purpose, and I need to get that done soon. Like very soon. Like this, my sickness has eaten into the time that I was supposed to be working on that painting, so I really do need to, even if I wanted to finish this one, it would have to wait until after the next painting. It really is in so many ways time to stop this painting. So I'm not bummed about it. I hope you are also not bummed about it. That's it. That's all I have to say. I do not feel good. Yeah, that's it. Talk to you later.